Alrighty, well here is the 8th video for the Juggernaut FPV wing build. Um, Again, part number 8. This is elevon cutting and laminating, I guess, setting up. It's pretty simple. It's actually it'll be a lot easier after this build or after this video. I've um, went ahead and contacted the manufacturer to the manufacturer of the EPP cores that I buy, or the foam, and he went ahead and cut me some elevons that are, I think they're 2.5 by 3/8 by 3 feet or something like that. They're a good size, so you can pretty much use what you want. And so I got those pre-cut. I'm no longer cutting them myself, which was pain in the butt. So that should help. So I got that part taken care of. They're just a standard size now. I'd like to hold on real quick. I'd like to got a little foam piece that my mic keeps falling off. So I'd like to get a more precision cut if I can, but right now it's really hard to kind of I don't have a 3D CAD guy and a SolidWorks person to put this wing into a 3D shape, so it's pretty difficult for me. So right now the only way I'm doing this is all by hand. So yeah, they're not going to be exact. Just bear with me on that part. But I didn't intend to be mass produced. So for the elevons, they're pretty simple. I'm just notching them out, cutting them. I bevel them, which is pretty easy. You can get them on online, how-tos to kind of get the how to bevel the hinge. I cut them back. I don't know the exact measurements. I just cut them just by sight. I look at it and just kind of I just basically just go with how I want it to roll off the elevons. The trim, the I don't know what you call it. The part where the hinge is connected or the hinge or the control horn's connected, and kind of like sweep it back a little bit. So, and I just got that off of other builds, and it looks pretty cool. Don't have to do it, but I like to. I do it on my builds. So, but yeah, this is the laminating process. I don't know if I did the control horns on this one, and I really just notch them out, the control horns, with the Gorilla Glue, and it's pretty damn stout. I don't care what anyone says. I've had great luck with it, so I don't really see the need to change it unless the builder decides to go with a 4S setup with dual batteries for weight. I don't really see a need to upgrade the EPP elevons and the hinges or the control horns. So this is just a 3-cell setup, 1 battery. It doesn't need to be control horn with bolts or screws or anything like that. It's too light of a wing, and I've had so many builds that I've never had a problem with it, and I go through the ringers with them that the elevons don't flutter and they don't loosen up. So the method that I use is working, and I'll stand firm next to it. It's solid, and it's just to reduce downtime. If you want to bolt your control horns on, hey, go for it. But for me, this method works for me for this light, small wing build, and it's I've got no complaints of it. My buddy slammed it into a backhoe, and the only thing that affected his wing was the camera fell off. So it didn't affect his plane. Another instance where the wing, he was switching from his GoPro turned off because he was going live feed from it. His GoPro shut off, so he went to take the Fat Shark goggles off of his head, and he lost orientation, and it nosedived right into the ground. And the only thing it did was it cracked the battery bay, or it ripped the battery bay, which was you just Gorilla Glue it back together and laminate the rest of the foam together. So, and it bent the control rod, but the horns held tight. So, for those of you that are out there and be like, oh, that's not going to hold, it really does hold, and it holds very well. So, if you want, try it. Try a little piece of control horn, Gorilla Glue it in there, and check it out. And hey, it works for me. So, if I were to go for a heavier setup, I would go balsa and bolt it through. So, that's just me. And each builder is going to be doing it differently. So, keep that in mind. For the hinging part, it's pretty simple. Match it up, fold the elevon down, and fold it back around. This one's just folding it back and then taping it on. It's pretty simple. I'm pretty sure there's a ton of videos out there that are doing it the same exact way that I'm doing it. So I don't really feel the need to kind of go into depth of how to do it. It's fairly simple, and you guys would be pretty amazed of how strong it is just with tape. So it's pretty sturdy. You don't get flutter. You only get flutter if you overweight your wing and you're going excessive speeds. So the setup that I got here is just enough. Again, this is the close-up camera shot of the control horn gluing process and cutting in, and I line it up with the root cord, and I line it up so everything's nice and parallel. And I just notch it out. If you're in 1/4 of an inch or out of 1/4 of an inch, it's not gonna matter. Some people may like their control horns on the middle of the elevon. It doesn't really matter. The elevons are so strong for the setup that it's not going to make a difference. And I've been doing it like this, for quite a while, so it's working for me. If you don't want to, then hey, that's up to you. You can change it around and do it to however you like. You can just go balsa for 3-cell setup, single battery to keep it light, and you just for your gear, and you want to make sure everything's safe. So this is just what I do. So it's pretty strong. Let it set, make sure everything's in line, and kind of keep it mirror the other side. So it's not too complicated. And I'm gonna try to get done the other I think it would probably be the last video done. So I've been kind of busy this week. I got more cores to cut, so but I've been pretty busy and trying to sell a car that we don't really use and get it out of here. So I've been kind of busy, but this would be the tail end of the video. Please leave a comment or subscribe if you would like, and yeah, more to come for these Juggernaut wing builds, and hopefully a prototype of the EPP flinch wing, which is 38 inches. So I'll be working on that soon. Thanks guys, and make sure to subscribe to stay tuned. Thanks.